Hello there, you beautiful people. Welcome back to Crafters TV. So just getting my groove on a little bit there to that music. Having a lovely time. This is, of course, Colour Me Happy. Colour Me Happy, yeah, I thought it was Colour You Happy for a second. No, it's definitely Colour Me Happy. We're going to have a really fun couple of hours. It's our weekly destination colouring show, and we've got lots of incredible kits for you in this show. Things that you can absolutely love. Talking of things you can absolutely love in this show. She is back. She's back with me in the building for a third show of the day, even, I should say. The lovely Debbie Robertson is here, very sparkly. Having a bit of a clean up over there, you're right.
I was having a clear up, yeah, you caught me, because I got to realise they got a mucky glass mats. Thank you guys in the gallery for helping me out there, because words just failing me today. Yeah, I am in my happy place. Colour Me Happy show. I am so excited because this is, should we have favourites in Crafters TV shows? Yes. This is one of my favourites. Craft Along and this one, absolutely my favourite two kind of shows. So yeah, I'm really excited to get going, Joe. We've got a ton of different colouring kits to suit all sorts of price ranges, from the smallest to the biggest. Kits that are going to be great for Christmas gifts, stocking fillers, anybody who wants to get into colouring. Maybe you know someone that likes the idea of colouring, then tell them, do them a favour, pick up the phone, tell them to start tuning in right now and come and watch us on these next 2 hours, where we're going to show you everything that we've got on this show tonight, which is going to be absolutely fabulous, Joe.
It really, really is. There's something for everyone in this show. As Debbie was saying, if there's someone you think would love this show, you can actually share it with them. Just click share and they can send it directly to them, which is fantastic. We're going to kick things off with a brand new launch for you. It launched just a little earlier this week, on Tuesday, in fact. It's the Colour Creations kit, creative collection with 57 different elements. Great in here because you've got a great selection of everything. You've got our classics, aquas, you've also got metallic markers, sparkle pens, glitter markers in here, and art liners as well. So you've got a real good mix of everything, as well as some incredible worksheets and lots of amazing tutorials and inspiration with the literature that comes inside here as well. $89.99 or $129.95. That becomes essentially £72 or $104. Definitely get yourself over to the website, hit the shop the show button. There's loads of other stuff on this show for you. Remember as well, it's our 10th day of Craftmas for you as well, and that means that every single order that you place throughout today will get a free pack of the Nina cardstock in there, which is the perfect cardstock for you to use alongside all of your colouring mediums. So make sure you grab a hold of those. But Debbie, this box, it is incredible. I mean, we can barely see you behind it, Debbie. It's so big.
It is a big Christmas present, full of gorgeous Spectrum goodies and lots of different Spectrum ones. This is the creative collection because there's so much different pens in here. So I'm going to go straight in and show you exactly what you're getting. First things first, can I just tell you, look how gorgeous this is presented.
Yeah,
first, I mean, that is absolutely, is it aesthetically beautiful? Is
it
that
is
the word
aesthetically
you use?
beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And then you take a look inside, absolutely gorgeous. Ton of different mediums in there. And again, that beautiful finish of that soft touch velour. And then you've got, of course, the lovely magnetic clasp. Really nice, really classy, well thought out. And then, as if that's not well thought out enough, we've got these fabulous pens. And I say fabulous pens, poor Charlotte's having to try and adjust because she's trying to adjust getting this. I'm going to just have to move a few things out of the way, Charlotte, because let's go that way. See if I can push that over there so you can see. Look
amazing.
How gorgeous.
Look
how many things you're getting in here. Now I'm going to talk through each of these with you. So first things first, let me grab out my little, I have to call it my little pokey outer because they're so well packed. And well packed for a reason. You don't want them flopping around everywhere, but I can't get them in with my nails. I could, but I don't want to because I don't want to break the nails. Now I'm going to start with the aqua markers. Now these aqua markers are absolutely beautiful, dual tipped, water soluble, gorgeous pens that make watercolour effects very, very easy with these fabulous pens. And you've got I think, remember, I'll turn it round. 10 of them. Debbie can't add up very quickly. You've got crimson, which is that gorgeous red there. Jasmine, meadow, verdant green, lake blue. aquamarine purple, heather tulip and rose pink, but I want you to think about the way that you can mix some of these colours up to create your own colour palettes as well. So obviously using perhaps one of your blues with your jasmines, you're going to create your own green that will be different to these two greens in here. Your red and your yellow obviously going to give you an orange tone, so those two are going to work well, and perhaps even maybe mix up some of your others as well, that you're going to be able to create lots of different colour palettes. And they are really, really water soluble because you've got all the effects of watercolour in these pens. They're just fantastic. It's a water soluble dye ink. I mean, honest to goodness, we demystify the world of watercolour with these fabulous pens. And you have that beautiful brush nib on one end, and then that really fine nib on the other, and they're just absolutely incredible.
Would you say these are up there as some of maybe the most versatile, Deborah, when it comes to the different techniques that you can do with these?
So for me, aqua pens, anything that's water soluble, is a definite yes. Right. Because of the fact of the versatility, the way you can use them, the ease of use, we demystify that word. I don't say that word a lot, but we do demystify that whole concept of watercolour with these fabulous pens. And that's just 10 of them that are in that box, and I'll show you some more, and we are going to do some demos with these as well. Now, if I move down to this little section on here, you'll see we've got our fabulous glitter fine tip markers, and you're getting 8 colours in here. Now, these are vibrant water-based colours that you've got that lovely intense glitter effect inside them. So if I just hold that there, can you see that beautiful shimmer?
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And these are the colours that you are going to get. Poor Charlotte, I'm making her work with that joystick
so
today.
Glittery. Look
how gorgeous they are. That's really impactful glitter, that gorgeous glitter inside those pens. And again, these are water soluble, but you've got some gorgeous colours again. Fiery red, neon orange, jade aqua, frozen lake, cool blue, midnight frost, neon violet and neon pink. Beautiful colours, water soluble again, so you can do lots of techniques. You can colour with them, you can write with them, you can do a lot of things with these pens, and that's just your other 8 collection that you've got down in this bottom corner. Now moving along to the top here, these 3, we have brought into this gorgeous creative collection, we have got the fabulous sparkle brush pens, and you're getting 3 in here from your sterling silver, spun gold and crystal clear. And the crystal clear, let me tell you, will work with the aqua markers, will work with the classiques, will work with the glitter pens, the markers here, will work with your outliners, they'll work with your metallic inks.
Amazing.
So those are absolutely fabulous, but that crystal clear one is absolutely fabulous. And again, I know you can't see it because it's very difficult, but I did put crystal clear because I have popped it down straight onto some watercolour cardstock. This is water-based again. It's got this gorgeous colour, intense, beautiful, vivid colour with that gorgeous infusion of that glitter again. Absolutely beautiful. So that's your sterling silver, that's your spun gold, that's your crystal clear, and we talk about crystal clear, it so is crystal clear. And then down here we've got the art liners, and the art liners are absolutely fabulous. You've got 3 different art liners in here, from the brush nib, the 0.5mm nib and the 0.3mm nib, and these are fabulous pens, Joe, that again will work with all of your mediums. They're a fast drying pigment in this one, so it does mean that if you want to use them with your watercolour, perfect. If you want to use them with your sparkle pens, perfect. If you want to use them with classiques, perfect. They're perfect for brush lettering, for doodling, zentangling and all that kind of thing. So they're an absolute fabulous addition into this box as well. And as if that's not enough, we thought we'd pop in some alcohol markers, and we've gone with our classic range. Now these are absolutely fabulous. It's alcohol based dye. You've got the slight transparency with this, which makes them perfect for layering down your colour and blending as well. And they're dual tipped, so you've got a chisel nib. Let me see if I can find my pokey outer again. What have I done with it? Oh, did I put it? Where did I put it? I know it. There it is. There it is. I'm going to pull one out so I can show you, because these are dual tipped markers of the same colour family, and you can see you've got poppy, satsuma, dandelion, leaf green, marine, blue turquoise, true blue, purple, pink violet and begonia. And if you see these in the brackets, that's the colours. So DR2 is from the dark red range, and this number 2 is the signal of what it is, because you know you do colour, they've all got like a number system onto it, but this is the number 2, and again you've got that lovely fine nib, that bullet nib, and you've got the gorgeous chisel nib, which means when you're laying down colour, and a lot of it, the chisel nib is going to come in really, really handy for that. So you've got 10 gorgeous classic alcohol markers, and let's remember these are alcohol-based dyes in there. Now, the next one we've got are the Fabulous. Let me just pick this out again. Let me see if I can get me... I might need my poker tool for this one. But we're moving on to the metallic dual tip markers, and you're getting 8 of these. These are a water-based pigment ink, or archival water-based pigment ink, and they've got a lot of particles of metallic in them. It gives a lovely, rich, opaque application when you're using them. And because you've got the dual tip, it does mean that you've got 2 different brushes, and I'll just show you with the gold. You've got that lovely brush nib, like so, and then you've got a fine nib as well, and they're gold plate, silver ingot, antique bronze, pewter, red garnet, jade green, blue topaz and amethyst. And again, these are water based as well, so you are going to be able to do lots of techniques with them as well. And you know what you can do with these? You can go straight over your classiques, your alcohol based ones as well. Yeah, you can go over to get a more richer opaque look. So they're absolutely fabulous. And again, just because they're slow drying ink, it means that you can do lots of techniques with them as well, because they're water soluble. So you've got all that, perfect for brush lettering, colouring and your detail work as well. So that's the fabulous colour swatches of everything that's in there, but then you're getting some colouring mediums as well. Fantastic. And the colouring mediums are absolutely fantastic. You've got some water-based cardstock in here with foiling and a resist technique, and I'll show you how that works in a moment. We've got some more watercolour cardstock in here with beautiful designs on for you to, we're calling them a worksheet, Joe. Because they are a worksheet, but obviously when you finish with them, yes, practice with them, practice maybe different techniques with them, but also use them in your card making or, you know, other things that you want to create. Then you've got your super smooth card options on here, and we've given you foiling on some of them, non-foiling on some of them, and then this one has got encapsulated glitter inside. Now, I don't know if Charlotte can come in close and see just how fabulous that is. It is, and you're going to be able to use your alcohol markers over the top of those beautifully, and you've got, oh, there it is. Did you see it on the butterfly wing? Oh, yeah. So it's in the butterfly wing, and it's also in the lovely ring there, again, around that floral. So these are beautiful, and then to top it all, Joe, we've got the fabulous, and I'm just going to tilt it that way so you can see it. It's almost like we've stamped in your clear embossing powder onto black cardstock to create, again, another resist technique if you want to do, but they're going to be perfect for your metallic markers. So they're absolutely fabulous as well. So this is a big kit, and then you're getting a little sheet in there telling you about all your markers and what they do, and it's about you know, an accessible way to be able to colour with. But these pens, each one of them offers something different and a different way of doing it, which is why we call it the Colour Creations Kit, the Creative Collection is what I'm going to go with. It's absolutely phenomenal, and it really, really is a fantastic kit to get started in our Spectrum Noir products. Yeah. So, Joe, I'm going to get ready because I'm going to do a little technique.
I think the great thing about this is, I think if you are maybe new to colouring, you haven't started your colouring journey yet, and you know, you're thinking about building your stash, this is amazing because it gives you so many different mediums in there to colour with. It gives you so many different sort of types and styles of colouring as well, and it's a really great introduction to absolutely everything. You've got 42 pens in here. I think you've struggled to buy the 42 pens alone for that price. In fact, I know you would. And it's such a great introduction to all of it. You've got the worksheets in there and all the inspiration that you need as well. $89.99 or $129.95 becomes £72 or $104 as a platinum member. As Debbie showed us, it's absolutely beautifully packaged as well. I think you'd struggle to find a better introduction to the Spectrum Noir range. There are other kits on the show as well, so make sure you go and check out the website. We'll take you through more of those as we go through the show. A lot of you saying hi as well. Cheryl's saying hi and good morning. Ronnie Lee saying hi from South Florida. Suzette Suze is in as well. Deborah's saying hello from a very cold and wet Glasgow, or I can imagine it is. It's quite chilly up here in the northeast today. Kathy's in Missouri. Kate says some of these collections are massive. They are absolute whoppers, aren't they? Cheryl says, Debbie, you look amazing. Joe, you look fantastic. I'm happy to see the beard is back. It's getting there, isn't it? It's nearly there. I reckon another week and we're back. Debbie was very pleased that it has made a return. She has. Katie says, so can I be convinced by the end of the show to get this collection as my Christmas gift to myself? I think it'd be rude not to, Katie. And Timothy says they'd like to see the metallic markers used at some point. If
I
you
will
would be able to oblige, Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely. I will definitely do that for you. Maybe in a moment or
Excellent. Any other questions you've got, get them into us. You can do that really easily. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. We'd like to see pictures of you in your Crafters jumpers, in your Christmas jumpers even. Don't forget, if you've got some pictures of you in your festive jumpers, we'd love to see them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you can send those into. And remember, every single order place will get a free pack of the Nina cardstock as well as part of our 10th day of Craftmas. You'll have to join us tomorrow to see what we have in store for you for the 11th day of Craftmas as well, so make sure you join us then. But Debbie, brilliant with these kits, would you say, for absolutely anyone, whether you're starting out, whether you're an established colourist, you've got everything you need in here to get you going?
You really have, and like I said, a plethora of different things that we do so well at Spectrum Noir. Can I just tell you, Spectrum Noir was the brainchild of our gorgeous Leanne, who literally wanted to find a pen that worked for her, alcohol pen, and that's where it all started from, and it's now grown that big. We do ink pads, we do all types of pens, and sometimes it can get a little bit mind-boggling, and where you get a little bit overwhelmed, I'm going to say, the word is overwhelmed, with so much Spectrum Noir product. However, what we've done with this is giving you a taste of lots of different mediums that we do and do really well. And it's just a fabulous kit to get started with. But also, if you are a colourist, this is a great kit to have to hand, to be able to use very quickly and very easily. Now, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the the aqua markers. And again, just absolutely fabulous pens. So I'm going to use the brush nib on this one. Now there's a couple of ways that you can apply these. Now I'm using I think this is the Lake Blue and the Jasmine from this. But I'm going to have myself a little brush, a little damp brush ready just at the side. But I'm also going to bring out in the kit, let me just see if I can find a poker tool to pick this out. I'm going to bring in that clear overlay pen as well. So let me just get in and get that out. Because I'm going to show you that with some of these you can actually do a little bit of a mix and match as well. So I've got my damp brush already. Let me get that damped again because I think it's right. I'm going to pop down some of the colour and we're going to saturate that, and then we're going to go on and we're going to show you again
Love
just
how
quick
that moves.
it moves like speed of light, and it really is absolutely beautiful. And of course you can diffuse either end, so you can really go to town with this. This is just absolutely beautiful. Of course you can take it onto your glass mats, and you can go straight onto your glass mat with a little bit of the blue, a little bit of that lovely jasmine. Pop that down like so. I'll go back in with my brush and I'm going to mix the two together, and then you can go directly onto your card.
Nice.
And so I've created a lovely different colour. And again, you can do lots of background washes with these. They're just beautiful to work with. Really easy to colour with as well, and create your lovely washes. And because they're water-based as well, it does mean that when you dry them, you can do things like your salt technique show. And there's tons of inspiration with our aqua markers. You're just getting a little taster of what it is like to be able to use them.
Yeah, several full 2-hour Colour Me Happy shows available for you to watch anytime you like, just on the aqua markers too. In fact, you've got full Colour Me Happy shows for every single type of pen in this box. So there's hours and hours and hours of inspiration, isn't there, Debbie, over there on the website?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, when you get your pens home, you will have to prime these pens, and the same with the glitter markers, but I'll talk about that in a moment, because these pens will have like a little yellow belly band around them. You simply unscrew the pen. I'm not going to do it with this one because mine's already primed, but you take it off, take the yellow cap off, screw it back on, and then give it a really good shake, because what you want to do is infuse that lovely glitter that's in there with that, and in the other two, ink. Obviously in this one it's a water soluble one because it's crystal clear, but it means it can act as a paintbrush. And like I said, this one's going to work with all the other colouring mediums that are in there as well. So I'm going to go down with quite a bit of colour down onto there, and then I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to do exactly the same, where I'm going to start to do a spot of watercolouring and diffuse that out. Now the lovely thing about this is that yes, it's watercolour, but now what I've done is created a little bit of extra sparkle by adding my crystal clear overlay. And if I just give that a little blast, let me see if I'm still plugged in. I should be plugged in. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, you've got an infusion of your aqua marker, and then the colour the crystal clear colour over the top so it gives it a bit of sparkle. I don't know if our Charlotte can get in close there, or maybe, let's see if she can. So again, but look how gorgeous that is with that colour wash, how beautiful it is. And then the sparkle, see if I can shine that. You'll have to tell me if you get that shot because I'm really shocking.
Oh yeah, I can see that there.
There you go.
Wow, yeah,
and that's
we
with
see that.
using this pen. Now, people often ask me, what do you do to get rid of the colour on the end? And the simple, quite easy answer to that one is, you just give that a little until it's clear, and it's crystal clear again, ready to use all over again. But these are absolutely beautiful pens, and they are water soluble as well. So I'm going to go in over here where I've just popped down that colour, and again, these are just, honestly, you're going to adore working with aqua markers, and that's just one of the mediums that's in this kit. One of the mediums, Joe. It's crazy when you think of what's in this kit. So I've just dropped a little bit of water down onto there, and then I'm just going to lift that off, and now you can see, because it's water soluble, gorgeous bit of faux bleaching because it's lifted that colour. So if you think about creating backgrounds with them, this is going to work absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to show you with one of the worksheets in here how you can create that lovely wash using it over the top of there, because this has already got a pre-printed, pre-stamped, and that lovely resist in there.
Is it like
with that
foiled,
feathers.
Debbie?
It's just beautiful. Honestly, Joe, these are, I'm like in love with these pens.
I know you are, I can tell.
You know, I do get carried away because I just adore, I can't tell you how much I adore our products at Spectrum Noir. They're just absolutely incredible. And again, I'm just going to do a little bit of a wash over the top so that
I didn't realise it had the white ones on there as well.
Yeah, and it's just to show you, again, how easy it is to apply, but create a beautiful background. And if you want to add some more, you can add some more and go straight in there and perhaps give it a little bit more of a, to create a bit of an ombre effect going over the top. Look how gorgeous that's already looking.
Beautiful.
And then again, you could, if you wanted, take it straight onto your paper and then move it around as well. You could even, if you wanted, you know, I've just shown you how to do it with the with this clear overlay. You could actually do that with the clear overlay. So if I pop down some more blue onto here and then pick up, and I'll just drop a bit out onto my mat and then pick that up and I'll go on over the top. But now I'm adding a little bit of crystal clear overlay over the top, so I've got a little bit of a sparkle on there as well. And honestly, Joe, they're fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And if I go on straight on with the pen, you can move that around. You'll need to get your brush. I mean, I prefer, but it's just to show you how beautiful these work. And then again, of course, moving those, literally, like I said, either go onto your glass mat and pick it up, or go directly onto it, take your damp brush, and then move it straight away. And we'll dry that off in a moment, and you'll see that lovely result. And I'm going to put a little bit of that green at the bottom, and I'm going to just give that a little blast with the heat gun. Wherever my heat gun's gone, there we go. And again, create a beautiful resist background technique. This is like a little worksheet for you to have a little practice on. And please do practice. If you've never used them before, have a practice with them. They are honestly absolutely beautiful pens. I can see the lovely sparkle at the top where I use the sparkle clear overlay. But how beautiful. I'm just going to give this a quick blast. This actually is. And you've got that gorgeous ombre effect. And that looks absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, you can do your things like...
Oh, do you know what it reminds me of? It looks a little bit like a beach, like an abstract beach, like the sand and then going into the sea.
Ah, yeah.
I think I'm just channeling a Caribbean holiday at the moment, Debbie.
Is that what you're channeling?
I'm seeing it
Bless
everywhere. Everything.
you.
I'm seeing a beach holiday at the moment.
And then, of course, you can do your faux bleaching as well. So you can add some more technique onto there as well. So honestly, these are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pens, and very, very easy to and you can see just how gorgeous that is. So you've got two sheets that have got the foiling on and the resist technique, so you can have a practice and play with.
Just beautiful.
And then all you need on there, matting and layering onto a card, perhaps put a little sentiment in the middle, and you've got yourself a gorgeous card. So that's just one of the ways. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to stick with this kit if I may, but I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a reset. And somebody asked about the metallic markers. I'll show you how we do the metallic markers next.
Excellent. Let me just share with you some of the other kits that we've got available for you in the show. Now, these are our advanced and our original Discovery kits together, which is fantastic. So you're buying the advanced, getting the original for free, which is amazing, because the original one worth £12 or $16. So it's great that you've got those there for you. We also have the Art of Illustration available as well. This one's a mandala, sorry, just here. 30 elements. Again, you're buying the masterful mandalas, getting the blended mandalas for free. Maybe it's going to be a one for you, one for someone else kind of situation. $19.99 or $27.96 as a platinum member. We also have Adventures in Colour alongside our creative colouring, and that is your colouring discovery kit here. I know that these are two of Debbie's absolute favourites, these ones. She loves them. Again, you are getting the smaller of the two kits free of charge, which is fantastic. We also have the Lee Holland stamps available for you. It's a stamp and die collection, actually, and a brilliant saving on this for you. Platinum members, you're looking at well under half price here, which is awesome. And they are cute. You've got the stamps and the dies in there as well. They are perfect for colouring, have been designed for you to add your colouring. In fact, lots of people chatting away. Linda says we've got 6 inches of snow here in Rapid City, South Dakota. Feels like snow season is well and truly upon us, doesn't it? Catherine says these kits are so beautifully packaged, like very fancy chocolates, but without the calories. Adria, I love that. Calories don't count in December. I've been telling myself that, but in 10 days, Debbie, I'm starting to realise I think they might be counting after all. Adriana says I've got a Spectrum Noir box like this. I've got a Spectrum Noir box this week, massive, with the kits. They are huge kits. Luckily, I purchased several that I can keep some of them. I mean, it's going to be that situation. You think, I'll get one for me and one for someone else. And they both come in. You think, maybe I'll keep both of those for myself. I can do both of those for myself. Any other questions or comments you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. But it was, who was it was asking about the metallic markers? It was Timothy asking Debbie about metallic markers.
I adore the metallic markers. They're absolutely beautiful, and again, they're going to work beautifully actually with white card or black card. But I think you get the most dramatic look and the most pop of colour when you use black cardstock. So matte black cardstock, and of course we've got the fabulous ones that are already pre-printed for you to have a play with, so that you can literally just have a colour and a play. But how they work, so I'll just show you. I'm going to give it with this beautiful one here. There's no priming involved with these pens. They're just straight out of the box, and you've got the lovely fine nib and then that fabulous brush nib as well. So again, when you do things, and when it dries, you will get to see how beautiful that pigment ink is, and it really is fabulous. It's like a water-based, it's archival, so it's not going to fade or anything like that. It's absolutely fabulous, and you can do lots of different techniques, especially when you've got that brush marker nib. And I'm just going to, I'll do my little love hearts, Joe. I love making my little love hearts. So again, these are fabulous. They're very juicy as well, Joe, and you'll see them once they dry how that effect works. I mean, at the minute they're still drying. You can see, and that's because they've got a slow drying ink, so it's not instant, which means, of course, and the water soluble as well, which means, of course, you could do things like adding a little bit down onto there. Now, because they're dry, they don't dry straight away, you can move them as well, so you've got a little bit of movement in there.
Oh, wow.
You will diffuse it slightly, but again, let me just give it a little blast with the heat gun. Just try and speed that up a little bit for you, so you can see it and see what I mean. But they are water soluble, so it does mean that you can do little techniques with them as well. You can stamp with these, so you can doodle with them, you can colour with them, you can brush letter with them, and then of course you can do lots of little techniques like so with the water.
It's amazing how they sharpen much more intensely as they dry, isn't it?
Yes, and that's because of that lovely particles of metallic that's in the pens, and again, absolutely gorgeous. So when you're using your worksheet, it's just a question of what colour you're going to use. And I'm going to use my fine nib with these, but honestly these are absolutely beautiful, and you've got that already stamped, and I know you can't see it at the moment, but you'll see it in a minute. It's that pre-stamped resist on there, which looks absolutely fabulous. It's like you've almost heat bossed it yourself, Joe.
Timothy was actually asking what that means then, the resist, Debbie.
So the resist, do you know when you see, so it resists against the stamped image already.
Okay.
So do you know, like with, let me just grab me, what have I done with it? I've just had it there a second ago. Has it blown off? I know I've got the fan on, but I must have blown it off. Do you know the one that I've just used? How have I blown that off there already? I've been in this... Where is it? Oh my days. Have I put it back up here? Just give me a second.
No worries at all.
Give me a second. I don't even know what I've done with it. That is crazy. I've just had it.
It's not under your box, is it?
Oh, do you know what it is? It's blown underneath. It's because I've got the fan on.
It's not this one here, is it?
No, it's because I've got the fan on.
What's this one down here then?
Have I dropped another one?
Oh, that's just a sheet of black cardstock.
I let you off. A sheet of black cardstock. Yes, a sheet of black cardstock. The resist technique is where you've got that foiling and that beautiful... Oh my God, I'm dropping more. I'm going to have to turn that fan off. I am. It's starting to blow everything on over this end. You've got that lovely, like I've done it with white embossing powder, but the ink resists. So normally you would think it's going to soak in and it's going to colour that, but it doesn't. It resists against it, so it pushes back from it. It doesn't dry into it. It doesn't distort it. It doesn't discolour it. And the same applies with this one as well. So they're just gorgeous to use. You could do these techniques. So these are worksheets that you could start with, but all you're going to need to recreate is some stamps. You could then do your own heat resistant technique with your watercolour.
Not that you, I mean, we've got to just look at something. Not that the fan's on high, Debbie,
right.
But the Crafters TV sign behind you is doing...
Is the sign going?
Can you see it moving?
I've only got it on number one.
Have you?
Look, I have to have it here, so I stand here so I can keep standing back and have a little bit of a... Is it blowing the sign?
The sign's doing that behind you.
I am so
hilarious.
sorry. I am so sorry. I will go and move it off me in a minute. Can I just bring it towards me, Jo?
I'll turn it down and bring it towards you.
Thank you. Absolutely thank you. God, did you think it were going to... Oh, it was higher. It must have been on more than what? No wonder it'll blow in everything. I'm so sorry, Jo. That's fine. Thank you. Is it blowing the sign?
No, I think its sign's all right now. The sign is moving.
Do you know what?
It
could be my boingy things on the top of my head that are moving that. Could well be. So you could do your own heat resist techniques by simply getting yourself one of your favourite stamps, bit of clear embossing powder, or maybe, no, actually I do white or black so you can see that lovely result when you're doing it, and your watermark translucent clear ink pad.
They seem like a real hero, those clear ink pads.
They are.
Whether it's priming your stamps, doing your colouring
Fabulous.
techniques. Definitely a must in your stash, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. But again, you can start to build up the colour. So I'm going to go in with another one. Let's go in with that gorgeous green. These are stunning. I absolutely love these marker pens. They're absolutely incredible. And again, lots of things that you can do with them. So I'm going to have to try and remember to talk and colour at the same time because I am shocking for it and I do apologise.
Don't you worry about that, Debbie. I could step in and talk about absolutely anything. I mean, what could I talk? You could just give me some random subjects. It is amazing though, Debbie, how much you're getting in here. To think there's 42 markers in this particular box, that is absolutely loads. So you're looking at, I'd say off the top of my head, well, actually you're looking at what, as a Platinum member, less than £2 per marker, which is amazing, and just over £2 a marker at the full price. Now, of course, you're all going to be getting some sort of Club Inspired discount, of course, in there as well. So the value is amazing. If it was just all the markers you were buying loose, the value would be incredible. Then you've got the beautiful gift box as well, the magnetic clasp, that lovely velour inside. Then you've got the inspiration on top of that as well, with the worksheets, with the hints and tip sheets that you've got in there. They're going to tell you how to use these products perfectly, or also if it is going to be for someone else, it's going to let them know how to use the products perfectly as well. And then all the worksheets in there, which are all printed on the correct type of cardstock for the exact pens that are in the box as well. So really, I mean, if you were looking for a right start with your spectral art journey, this is definitely it. And then, of course, you can go back and watch all of our Colour Me Happy shows back, which we have done on. Yes, all of these products in here have got full 2-hour Colour Me Happy presentations on them. They're over on the website or on Facebook or YouTube. You can go and find them at any time you like. All of our shows are actually, in fact, available to watch any time you like, which is amazing. They all live forever on the internet. Do you think, how long are they going to be there for? Forever and ever? Do you think in like 15 years we'll be looking back and watching the ones from over the road, Debbie?
Do you think?
Must be, yeah.
It's amazing to think so, isn't it?
It already looks so different when you go back and watch the ones from, what, 2 years ago?
Oh my days, I
Yeah.
went in old studio today for my photo
Did you?
studio.
It's
and I was
strange,
like,
isn't it?
it was so strange. And I went into the room where it all started, where we first did our first show. It was really, really strange.
It's very odd being over there.
Yeah, just weird, because I feel like we've been here forever. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like we've been here forever.
It'll be a year. What was our first shows in here?
Yeah, oh gosh, was it? When was it?
No, it was December.
Really?
Yes. Because do you remember it was the day that we were meant to open the new studios? I had to isolate because of someone I knew got COVID. It was all right in the end, but yeah, I didn't. I was meant to be here at the party, Debbie, and I was not.
And you missed the party.
I was at home on the sofa. Yeah.
Oh, bless you. Now, I'm just going to give that little buff up there, but again, just take a look how beautiful that looks. It looks I mean, honestly, the sheen on there, and it is a worksheet, so you're going to have a practice, you're going to have a play, and have a little colour in and start to use these. Now, they do, like I say, work beautifully and pop. They come to life when you use them on your black cardstock, but they will work on white cardstock as well. Let me bring a sheet of white cardstock in so you can see the difference between the two. And then, I mean, look, let's go in with this one again. So can you see the difference that you get? Because they're metallic, the pop is completely different when you're using it onto black, because you get to see the full metallic sheen and that lovely opaque sheen on there, because it does give a lovely lustrous sheen.
I must say, I do like it still on the white.
Still works on the white, absolutely works on the white, but the best results are on the black, which is why we've included those in the worksheets in there for you, and there's 4 in there to choose from and have a play with as well. So I hope that answered your question. Oh God, Lord, Joe, I'm doing it again. I'm dropping everything. So we'll leave this for a bit. We might come back to this one in a bit because we've got so much to show you, a ton of things to show you, and I'm getting really excited because I want to try and get through.
We've got to try and make Debbie move on now from this box onto one of the next ones. She's like,
oh
no, but I quite enjoy myself here colouring this one. Maybe we'll come back to that one in a bit. Grab a hold of that. It's a brilliant, brilliant deal when you look at everything that you've got in there. The fact that you've got all the pens, the case as well as all the inspiration you need, and those worksheets, which are all fantastic. The universal pen trays are available for you. Very busy on these, $25.49 or $35.69. Hold 6 trays. I'm not sure what that means. Each of these trays will hold 12 markers, and you're getting 6. And 6 times 12 is 74 markers you'll get out of these, which is brilliant. $25.49, $35.69. 12 times 6, 74. 72, it is 72. Sorry, Johnny. I thought it was a guess. I thought 72 was a guess from you, Johnny. But no, it was. He knows. He knows his stuff. Oh, it's a calculator. Okay, 72 markers you can get in there, which is fantastic. And those clear acrylic ones, we don't see those very often. So grab those. I mean, the black ones we have in stock a lot of the time. We also have the ink dauber storage kit with 40 daubers, and these are those great finger daubers. They are wonderful for getting into stencils when you want to do smaller detailed areas. And the great thing is you've got one for every colour in that particular collection, which is great. That is an amazing price. I don't recall seeing these at a discount before, so £17 or $22.43 if you are a Platinum member on those. If you want some Spectrum Night ink pad storage trays, then we have those for you as well on the show today, and they've got a brilliant discount again, $14.44 or $21.20 if you want to get your hands on those. 18 ink pads that one holds, so I'm reliably informed by Johnny and his calculator. Pammy was saying how much they love the J Green marker. Kerry has mailed and finished their last Christmas card. Congratulations. And Deborah Rogers says, I've just noticed I'm now a Platinum member. Woohoo! Congratulations, Deborah. Welcome to the club. We're going to look next at the Colourist collection, which is this one just down over here. Some slightly smaller collections for you. This one's great because you've got TriBlend markers in here. So you've got your TriBlend markers in here. You've also got worksheets in there as well, which is fantastic. I say you've got markers in. You've got 18 of our TriBlend markers in here. So again, a really great starting point. 54 colours as well across those markers, which is absolutely fantastic. And I know, Debbie, you love TriBlends, don't you? And I mean, I can use TriBlends. So if I can use these TriBlends, I'm confident, aren't you, that anyone out there can use these?
Anybody can use them. They are probably the easiest way of using alcohol markers to get perfect blending, controlled blending, because you've got 3 colourways from light, medium and dark in one pen. Now these are phenomenal. I love TriBlends, and I will sing about TriBlends till the cows come home, because I always recommend anybody who wants to get into that journey of alcohol markering, start with TriBlends. They are the perfect starter, but they are a perfect, ask any colourist, they are the perfect medium to pick up if you're a seasoned crafter, if you're a seasoned colourist, sorry, you've been doing it for years and years and years and years and years, you will love these pens. And the box itself, again, everything in here that you need, down to that lovely clasp, that lovely metallic clasp. It's so satisfying. Beautifully presented in this gorgeous box, and I'll move that across there for our Charlotte to pick up so you can see it. And again, you're getting all your markers in there. Professional colours as well. Let me just tell you, you've got your 54 colours in there, which again is incredible. You've got 5 colouring sheets in here, you've got a practice sheet, and you've also got an how-to guide. So if I just open that up, you can see now we've got our gorgeous TriBlends. So I'm going to pick out, let's go in with this one. Again, in that lovely velour, finished, beautiful finish. It's just absolutely incredible. But the TriBlends come to you because I'm always aware we've got new people all the time, and they're probably thinking, what on earth are you talking about? In the fact that it's a 3-in-1 pen. Well, you can see it quite visibly, and I'm going to grab a piece of I need some Nina card for this one.
Fair to say that these completely revolutionised alcohol colouring when we launched these.
Oh my God, absolutely they did. They truly, honestly, truly did. So you've got your light tone. So I'm just going to pop this down. Now the TriBlend in this one is the purple blend. So the purple blend has 3 colours. This is the lightest that I'm going to pop down. Then you've got the mid-tone, so in there it's the same colour purple, but it's got a mid variant. Now it's down to the alcohol content, so there's a lot in this one here to create the light shade, there's less in this one to create the mid shade, and I'll go in there in a second just to show you. Go back over just to blend that out. And then we're going to go in with that dark one, and the dark one has got the least amount of alcohol content. And I always say it sounds wrong when I say it like that, but it's the easiest way to describe it. And you can see those 3 colourways, and that is the same colour that is in there, it's just in those 3 different ways. And you can see when I just blend over like that, you get that lovely seamless blend, and the more the alcohol dries out, the more you get that lovely blend of colour. So for that, we have got in here some and that's just basically explaining. Now the thing about alcohol pens as well, because they're slightly transparent, and they are alcohol based dye inks in here, so when you go in with it, so if I just talk about how you could build up your colour, because they're slightly transparent, it does mean that you can go back in and you can add more to it, and you can build up from that same tone. Can you see? If I layer that up and layer that up, and that is from the same tone, the same light tone, because it's got that transparency towards it, which is why I just wanted to show you how that is. But again, we'll talk about everything that you need. So get to know your TriBlends. So it talks about the TriBlends, how it relates to the 3 different shades in the pen, light, medium and dark. There's the 3 shades covered. And then it talks about how you apply it. This is learning about the colour system, so it talks to you how to get that colour family. And again, don't forget, we've got lots of different TriBlends in our family. Further ones, extendable ones. So this is just like a taster for somebody getting into it, maybe it's a gift for someone. So we'll talk about the different colourway families and how you can mix them and put them together, and then talks about how you can create your lovely blending technique to create. So you've got a little tester sheet in here. So if I show you what I mean by that, you've got a tester sheet to have a practice. So can you see your colouring pot? You can have a practice, light, then put your medium and your dark and create that beautiful colour and get that lovely blend. And it's going to talk you through that, and that's where you've got your little tester sheet. And the same applies to the step-by-step guide to blending. So this bit here is what I'm going to call your tester sheet. Have a play with. You've got four plant pots, 3 flowers. Learn about them, and then start to use your colouring medium like so. And I promise you, you've got, I mean, look at these gorgeous designs. I love these. They're just beautiful. They're big, they're bold, and they're something that you can use. And when I say use, these are the things that you're going to be able to colour in with. And then once you've coloured them in, create with, you can start to build up your collection in your card making and take a look all the different ways that we've used
really
these
cool,
beautiful,
these,
beautiful
so
pens.
bold.
So bold, so beautiful. This one's just been literally used a nesting die to create that effect and then build it up. And of course, your colouring sheet, when you've done it, that is the kind of effect that you're going to go with and go for. So I'm going to do a tiny little bit of colouring. Let me just move those out of the way, because otherwise I would spend, and believe you me, I would spend all of these 2 hours completely colouring, and I really would. When I start colouring, I don't know about anybody else, do you lose yourself? Do you literally go into a real happy, calm place? Because I do, and I get lost in the world of colouring, and before I know it, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours have passed easily. Honestly, Johnny, producer, I know you don't believe me, but producer Johnny, literally, you get colouring. I might give you a kit one day and see what happens. It's so mindful, and I know that you might be out there right now.
Anything that keeps the children quiet is game for.
Well,
apparently.
that's it. Give one to your kids, to your grandkids. They would.
He said, "Have you got one you can give to the
absolutely
mother-in-law when she comes at Christmas?" Is what he just said.
Oh yeah. Shall we sort it out? Keep her quiet. Keep her. Wait a minute. That would sound right. Keep her busy.
Yeah,
keep her busy, yeah, keep her busy. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to go down straight away with that beautiful light tone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on 1 petal at a time. And what I'm going to do, Jo, is pop this all in, saturate the whole of that area with the pen. And I promise I will try and talk at the same time as doing this, Jo.
I love how much coverage you get, Debbie, from them. And it lays down so quickly, doesn't it?
These are artist quality pens. We've got renowned artists across the globe using our products. Check out the brand new launched Spectrum Noir website, and you'll find lots of hints and tips and tutorials on there as well.
And the Spectrum Noir Instagram page is amazing
oh
as well. If you are on Instagram,
honestly,
definitely check out Spectrum Noir.
Oh, it really is. It's just fabulous. Now I'm going to go in with that dark tone, and I'm just going to go down the side of my petal like so. So if I go down there, and then I'm going to do a little bit just into the middle, extend my little curvature there, and I'm going to draw a bit, just a little bit onto there.
And this is the darkest tone, is it? Or
that's my darkest tone. Now I'm going to go in with the mid-tone. So I'm turning it round. I've got the mid-tone. And what I'm going to do, rather than going right over where I've just laid down the dark, if I went back over with the mid, I would bleach it out.
Okay.
I don't want to do that. I want to try and get my perfect blending from where I finished. So what I'm going to do is literally pop that on, like so. And then I'm going to go in with this one as well, a little bit up there, and then a little bit just over. Now I've noticed I'm not going right down into that area, because what I'm going to do is then go back in with my light tone. And again, I'm not taking the light over, because what that will do is just bleach out that colour, and I don't want to do that, Jo. What I want to do is get that blend. And that's why practice on your worksheet before you go straight onto your big sheets. But I can promise you, you will absolutely love these pens. It's a fabulous kit. And I'm just going to repeat that onto one of the other petals as well. And then by that time, this alcohol will have, dried out. Is that the right word? Evaporated. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's amazing. I mean, you see them side by side, from the coloured pages to the uncoloured pages. The amount of depth and dimension that you have on these are incredible. I love with things like the mandalas that are done, Debbie. They look like they've been sort of decoupaged up, don't they? It's quite hard to believe that it's two-dimensional projects. And again, remember, there's multiple full 2-hour presentations of these also available over on our website under Colour Me Happy. If you're looking for specific shows, I think YouTube's quite a good place to go, because all of the shows there are organised into playlists, so it makes things like all the Colour Me Happy shows very, very easy to find. But I know you're not going to need too much inspiration when it comes to using these, Debbie, because they are so simple, aren't they, to make even beginner colourists look like absolute professionals.
Oh God, yeah, honestly, you really, truly. And I've just literally, I know Craig's the same, self-taught myself by practicing, by playing, having a play with them. Literally, just stamp loads of images out. If you don't want to use your work, if you don't want to use these sheets first, stamp loads of images out and then play. And once you feel confident, and the tutorials in themselves will really, really help you. I promise you, you will adore these pens. They are so easy to use. You get some beautiful results, some absolutely stunning results. And I'll just do my last one so I can show you, literally taking that on. Let's go in there. And I'll finish my last one here, because otherwise I will spend the whole of this entire 2 hours. We've got 2 hours left now, hour and a bit left, just colouring. It's a very mindful craft. Colouring is one of those things that I think anybody can achieve, and that's what I love about these kits. Anybody. You do not have to be a crafter.
But there's a lot of things out there, aren't they? Talk about, you know, this sort of repetitive action of things like colouring that makes it mindful. Other things like crochet, knitting are the same, aren't they? So
yes.
Repetitive actions that you do. And actually a great thing to have for yourself, just to shut yourself in another room, you know, sit in silence, do a little bit of colouring, even if it's once a week, or, you know, you can find 15, 20 minutes every single day to sit there and do something. I think you just absolutely love it. It becomes something that you really look forward to, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it really does. Really, really does. If ever I'm like, I've got a bit of downtime, my colouring mediums, producer Johnny Lair laughing in my ear, but I do get some downtime. I do get a bit of downtime sometimes, Johnny, and I do love to do a little bit of colouring. I really do, because it's so mindful. I do colour on my day off, yeah. Bless him, do you colour on your day off? That's what he said to me.
I think he sort of had a little bit of a giggle at himself there, the idea of you colouring on your day off.
Oh my
there,
God,
Debbie.
I love colouring. Do you know, I just adore it. And again, I've just done that, and I'm going to let that dry, because honestly, once you've played with it and had a practice with it, I promise you, you're going to love these. These sheets are absolutely beautiful, because this is what you can create when you get colouring and get lost. Now, this doesn't take 2 minutes. This is not something that's a 2-minute job. This is something that takes a bit of time, but it's something that I look forward to when I come to do my colouring, because when I get results like this, I just absolutely think, oh my God, I can colour. But I can colour because I've got the right medium, and the right medium is right here in this pen, in this collection, with these fabulous TriBlend collection. And you've got a ton of colours in there, Joe, to get yourself colouring with, to get yourself practicing. You've got those sheets in there, you've got that teaching guide, you've got the worksheet, you've got the colouring mediums, and then of course when you get colouring, you'll be able to create beautiful things like so. And honestly, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. And it's such a gorgeous craft, mindful craft, and a great price for a great kit. And then I promise you, once you've tried this, I can guarantee you'll come back for more TriBlends, because there's quite a collection of TriBlends now, TriBlend brush pens and things like that. Start with something like this if this is the first time for you and you might think they're a little bit out of reach. This one's a great starting kit, as well as for anybody out there who you think would love a bit of colouring and treat yourself. It's nearly Christmas. What are you going to spend your Christmas pennies on? I know what I'm spending mine on. This one would be an absolutely fantastic one to spend them on. I just think it's brilliant, Joe, and I love it. I could spend 2 hours alone on this kit.
Yeah, absolutely. And the great thing is you've got a discount on here as well. You've got a great saving on there for you. Everyone saves £10 or $13.96. Of course, you can use your Club Inspired discount on top of there as well. And the great thing is about this, you're getting 18 of our incredible TriBlend markers in there as well. One of the practice sheets even, and then also 5 of the worksheets in there, and that how-to guide as well. Exceptional value for money is what you've got there. Because although we say you've got 18 different markers in there, of course, each one of those markers houses 3 separate pens. So brilliant value for money on that. I must let you know that the pen storage trays, they have gone. I think it was Johnny's Incredible Maths that sold them out, you know. If you've got those in your baskets and you've got them checked out, then congratulations. Talking of checking out your baskets, let's actually give you a moment to do that because it is exceptionally busy over on the website at the moment. Whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Lots of you chatting about all things colouring in the comments. Karen says, I get lost in the colouring unless there is a load that I have to get done in a limited amount of time. The lovely Lynn says the colour picture is gorgeous. Card Crafty Tammy says, I think CC should sell a Spectrum Noir colouring book, please. Did we do a colouring book a long time ago?
We did. Colourista they were called.
Colourista.
Yeah. because I had loads, but you know when I did my craft room out, I donated to a kiddies play group.
Right.
I gave loads of them away to play group. Now I regret it.
Right.
Because I love colouring. But they were, yeah, we used to do one. So I know that we spoke to Leanne about it. Who knows what might come out in the future? I'm not sure. But maybe, who knows?
Who knows?
Let's just see. But you can do your own stamped images, can I tell you? You know, we've got lots of ink pads and lots of mediums that you can do and create your own colouring books, which I think is a nice idea. But yeah, you could do your own colouring book.
Definitely something you could do. We're going to look next at the colourist collection. In fact, I love this one because, no, we're not, the artist collection. This one's great because you've got lots of different mediums again in here, which is great. Loads of work pads in here as well. This one, you've got some of our illustrators in here, our aquas, also the aquas we looked at with Debbie in the first collection, and you've got the art liner fine liners in here too, and you've got watercolouring pages, marker colour pages, and of course hints and tips. But again, a really fantastic deal for you when you consider the amount of markers that are in here. $66.99 or $92.99 depending on where you're shopping. Make sure you're using that Club Inspired discount as well. 3 very different but all very awesome collections, I think, in the show tonight, Debbie.
And they are, and they've got different price points for different people as well. And this one's a really fabulous kit. So this one we call the artist collection because it is about the artist in you. Again, all you've got here is a fabulous, again, same kind of presentation. Gorgeous, beautiful clasp there. I know it sounds really daft, but it's that finishing touch. That's same with the velour, but this time what you've got are these fabulous 2, and I'm saying 2 because there is 3, I will talk about these in a moment, but these are our illustrator pens. So our illustrator pens are a dual-tipped alcohol marker, but this time what you've got in here is, and I love the way that we make things simple by simply popping it onto the pen, but you have your Japanese brush nib, which is absolutely beautiful, and you're going to be able to create, because there's a lot of fluidity with this brush. It means you can go into your precise areas, but you can also create lots of lovely flicking techniques and things like that with it. So brilliant for animal fur, brilliant for different kind of mediums like your bark, like your trees, all those kind of things. And then you've got your lovely bullet nib, but let's not forget this is a beautiful pen that works absolutely beautifully with something else that's in here, which are those fabulous art liners.
I think it's fair to say the illustrators, Debbie, it's the top of the range, isn't it, when it comes to our alcohol markers?
Top of the range, absolutely top of the range. And like I said, go and check out the Spectrum Noir website, where we've just relaunched the Spectrum Noir website. And again, lots of lovely things on about each medium that we do at Crafters Companion. So on here you've got another art liner, in fact not one, but 2 art liners in this. And these work alongside as well. Tammy's trying to get it out. I'm going to end up wrecking my nails, Joe, so I'm not going to do it. I am going to just go in there. Silly old me having my TV nails. You've got your 0.1 in this one, which is your really fine art liner. Really fine. But absolutely are going to work beautifully with these. Now in here as well, now I think it is, I'm sure, yes, I've seen it's hiding. In here, you've got a blender pen. Now the blender pen is what we call, and I'm going to call it the eraser pen. That's what we should have nicknamed it, an eraser. Because if I just use, let me grab a piece of cardstock again. Let me go back. Where did I put that cardstock? Let me just show you what I mean by the blender. Now people will think of a blender as something that you blend your pen with, but it's not. So I'm going to pop down. Oh gosh, that true blue. Oh my life.
Beautiful,
and when I
isn't it?
talk about this brush nib, it's the most gorgeous brush nib that you can create some nice little flicking techniques, and because of the transparency of the alcohol pen, you can build up. Can you see the difference between the dark to the light? And that's just the one colourway. So we talk about TriBlends giving you that ability to create that colour blend in one with one pen, but you can create something very similar by simply going over and building up that colour. Absolutely gorgeous. Can you see the different
amazing,
tones there?
Amazing, that's all come from the one pen.
All from the one pen. And then you've got your blender. Now we say blender, but this blender, if I hold it down for a second and lift off, is actually an eraser.
Wow.
So it's not blending anything, it's erasing. So do you know when you do maybe a mistake or two?
Right.
This is the pen that will, because you simply, if you've gone out of your lines or anything like that, you simply hold that down over or go over, and don't forget you've got the 2 nibs in this one as well. So if I just come back in with this, let me turn that round, you can go in and you can push it back by simply erasing over the corner and pushing the colour through the cardstock to create.
So can we use it to blend as well then, Debbie? Can you blend sort of 2 colours together with it? Or is it really used for removing the colour more than anything?
It's more removing than it is blending. Okay. Is the way that I would describe it. And you can see that again, if I just hold that down. Oh, it might be better off doing it that way. And hold it down and push it. Let's keep doing that so you can see. It pushes it. Can you see it now? How fabulous that is. And what it's doing is pushing it through. And this is why we pop as well. Can I just tell you why we pop a bit of blotting paper underneath? Can you see how it goes through? That is the nature of an alcohol pen. It will work that way. But of course, you can if you want to. Let's go straight in. And you can erase your colour. That's what it's called. So we call it a blender, but I call it an eraser because it erases the colour. It takes the colour, it bleaches the colour out. So you can create some nice little techniques as well with that. And you can see that quite closely. It looks like a little face there, doesn't it?
It looks almost like a bit of a little snowman.
Yeah, we're just thinking a snowman was
or
like
a bit
this.
of SpongeBob SquarePants. That
kind of face. Oh, we're going.
Do it again.
Ooh, with the nose. But they're fabulous. So it's a really good addition having the blender in that kit. And then, of course, in the other side, you've got your aqua markers. And your aqua markers, again, are that apps. I'm just making sure because I like the pens to be right way around, Joe. I don't know about anybody else. Is anybody else the same as me? Make sure your pens are in the right way. I've got to have them the right way, and I can see here straight away. I've got 2 that aren't in the right way, so they're coming out. They're coming out, and they're going in the right way because I have got a little bit of a thing about this. But again, you've got your aqua markers. These are obviously your water soluble again, and then you can see all the colours that you've got in here from your Spectrum Noir illustrators. Then you've got your blender, which shows you quite clearly how you can do that. Your art liner, which you can actually use over your alcohol markers and your illustrators as well as your aqua markers, because it is that pigment, that permanent pigment ink in there, which means you can work with either. It's just fabulous. And those different ways that you can use them. And then you've got all your aqua markers as well. But not only have you got all that, Joe, you have got then, and this is me, I love this, just love these. These are fabulous. You have got, again, a helpful tip and essential hints of how to use your alcohol markers and how you can use your outliners as well over the top, because you can get your crisp, clean, smear-free with your art liner.
Fabulous.
And again, turning that over that side. You'll have to excuse me. Turn it over that side talks about all the things you can do with your aqua markers, which you've seen a little bit of me already use. But again, mixing, colour blending, having a little play, blend some colours together, create a colour palette. And then you can be doing things like this. Now, I know that might seem a way off. However, you've got lots of lovely sheets in here from all your premium printed onto watercolour cardstock. Now, these are going to work with, I've already started, with your fabulous...
I remember you doing this one in a show. I love this
honestly,
one.
I absolutely love this. It's just so fabulous, and that's from the aqua markers.
Amazing,
and
you can still get like shading and dimension with aqua markers.
Exactly, yeah, and that's the thing about them. You really can. You can really have a play with them. And I'll show you the other designs that are in there as well, so you can see. But again, just fabulous. All printed onto premium coloured watercolour cardstock. I'm trying to find the other one, Joe, because there is another one in there, but I might have been I think I might have used that. Oh no, it's there. I've found it, because I did start with that one as well. And again, showing you how you can create beautiful watercolour effects, and again, really, really easily. However, we do have in here those alcohol pens. So you've got some nice printed onto premium quality cardstock. Again, it's the super smooth cardstock, which works beautifully with our alcohol markers. And you've got all of these gorgeous designs. And that's one that I finished using those pens and create. I mean, I had such... I so enjoyed colouring this one. I started with this one, Jo, but can I show you how to create that kind of effect? If I just for a couple of seconds, if I may, if that's all right, Johnny, I'm just going to bring out my pen that I wanted to use. So I'm going to use, let me grab pinks. I'll go with my pinks for this one. And again, I've got this one is called the Frost Pink, which is the lightest of the pinks. But the fact that you've got the brush nib, which means that you can go in and you can do what we call that flicking technique. So I'm going to flick. And you can see, not moving much of my hand. I've got my hand down and I'm just holding my palm here down flat and doing the flicking technique. And I'm going to build up some of that colour with this one pen. And I'm just
the other thing as well, Leanne talks about a lot, with all of our markers, Debbie, is this proprietary ink, isn't there?
Yes.
You can't get this anywhere else, which I think is so important.
And it's true that, it absolutely true. Leanne was a stickler, you know, she's a stickler for detail, but she wanted to bring the best product to you at a brilliant price as well, because they are affordable. You'll see in the shops, there is some real pricey alcohol markers out there. And it speaks volumes when you've got world-class artists wanting to use our products. And that does scream to me of, that shows you how fantastic these pens actually are. They are incredible pens, and they're so easy to work with as well, Jo. They really are super easy to work with. So I'm just doing some little like light feathering touches, but I'm building up. Can you see how I can build up a bit of shade and dimension by going over? Because of that transparency with alcohol ink, you've got that little bit of transparency where you can build up some extra shade. So I'm going to keep on doing that, if I may, Jo, just for a second or two.
Absolutely, you may. Aisha says, hey there, Jo, Debbie, and all the CTV crew. Hello there. Lynn, lovely Lynn, says, Jo, where's your colouring this evening? Oh, I'm not colouring this evening. I can't colour all the time. The problem is, when we do the colouring shows, no one talks. Debbie colours, she stopped talking. I colour, I stop talking. It's a bit of a balancing act, isn't it, Debbie, when there's colouring on.
Yeah.
So not this evening. I definitely will have a go, of course, again, at some point in the near future. Don't forget about the fabulous shows that we've got coming up for you tomorrow here on Crafters TV as well. I'll be joined by a very special guest all day tomorrow.
Are we allowed to say?
I don't know. Are we allowed to say?
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you saw her on Tuesday.
You saw her on Tuesday, yeah. It is the lovely Lily will be back with me tomorrow, all day. Lily back in the building. Play your crafts right, straight in. I haven't won for weeks, so if you're watching Lily, I am determined to get a winner. I haven't had a winner in months, Debbie, and it is Spot the Difference tomorrow, which I don't know, have you played the Spot the Difference here, Debbie?
I have indeed.
Oh
We're
my word,
it.
It's insanely hard, isn't it?
It's so hard. Becky won me the last time I played Spot the Difference. I was rubbish at Spot the Difference.
I'd go over to Team YouTube tomorrow if I was you, because you've probably got a better chance of getting a winner there. But lots of products in that Play Your Crafts Right. Looking ahead, of course, to the shows that are coming out. A mixed media masterclass is coming your way at 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 a.m. West Coast, which is awesome. Lots of creative expressions products on there for you. I know you're going to love that show. And then it's a bit of a different day tomorrow, because we've got that mixed media masterclass, and then also we've got a Dreamies craft house. Lots of brand new items in there, lots of MDF pieces in there, paper pads for you as well. And what are back in stock? The pearls. I haven't seen the pearls. Oh, there's not many. They sold out before we even went live last time, so great to have those back in stock. Lily will be here in the studio with me. The lovely Carol as well from the Dreamies will be joining us via Skype too, so it's going to be a little bit of a party tomorrow. And then Sunday, of course, I'll be here with Bernie for Softer Side, and I've got a couple of shows with Michelle. Craft along with Michelle. Maybe I'll have a little dibble dabble, who knows? And of course, we'll have Second Chance Sunday. It's going to be an incredible weekend for you, all weekend here on Crafters TV. I'll be with you on and off through till Tuesday as well. So yes,
you're doing a long stint, Jo.
I've got 5 days, but I've got 3 short days and 2 normal days, Debbie.
Oh,
so I've got a slightly shorter day today. I'm here with you all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Monday I won't be doing Wake Up Call, which will be doing the last 2 shows, and then Tuesday I'll only be doing Wake Up Call. And
you're not doing Wake Up Call?
Not on Monday, I'm not doing Wake Up Call. I believe Becky is doing Wake Up Call on Monday.
Oh, lovely. Be nice to see Becky.
Yes, and then Tuesday will be my only show will be Wake Up Call, and then I'll be heading off for the week.
Oh, fabulous. Now, Should I stop colouring because I will get carried?
I love the way. Is that just one colour again?
Yes, just the
That's
one
amazing.
colour because you can build it up because you've got the transparency of the alcohol. I'm saying transparency, slight transparency of the alcohol pen. So you can build up just by going back on layering, blending, layering, blending. I've preserved a bit of highlight, so a bit of shine on the leaf just by hitting, and literally that's the effect of that lovely flicking technique. And if you've noticed, I am only concentrating on one petal at a time. That's what I tend to do whenever I'm colouring. But you can go back in and you can build that up just by flick, flick, flick. Little flicky marks. Like I'm saying it like that, but Joe, honestly, practice. It's all about the practice. It's all about...
And also, the other great thing, Debbie, you're going to get Nina cardstock included in every single order. That's the perfect cardstock to allow you just to practice these techniques, isn't it?
Absolutely it is. And it is. And if you notice, I'm turning my cardstock. So if you've got your, do you know if you've got your Totally Tiffany board, rotating board?
Yeah.
We've had them on quite recently. The rotating Tiffany board is one that I do use a lot at home. When I'm colouring, because I find it very easy to control and to do all this spinning around because you can rotate it whilst you're using it. But if you've noticed, I'm just going back in and just adding down that little bit extra colour to create a little bit of depth and dimension, and that's what you can do with these. Now this is another kit again that you can practice and you can play with, and again I use my blender pen. Did you notice I went out a couple of times? I've used it to correct it, and again that's why this is a great addition to our excuse me. I knew that would come in.
You're all right. It's got a little bit of
a tickle. But do you know what else you can do with your pens as well? You can do things like, and I'm just gonna...
Your presents are getting further and further forward as the day goes on, you know.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I don't keep...
They're going to be over in front of your eyes soon. They're like two little antlers now coming out in the front.
As they keep moving forward. I'll try my hardest. But you know, of course, with our alcohol pens, you can do some little techniques as well. So let me just grab, what have I got there? I've got the pink. Let me grab the blue, because I know it sounds really weird this, but you can do this as well. And things that you learn when you're using your pens. So I'm going to use the bullet nib for this one. So let me just take my nibs off. And I've got my pink and my blue. Oopsie daisy, I had a little droppage there. Don't know what happened. But what I've got here is this. Oh, it's too bright. It's too dark, that one. I want a lighter one. Let me go in with the lighter one that I've just been using, but I'll use the other side. So what you've got is, well, you've got your light pink. Popping that down. And then you've got the lovely blue. But of course, these pens are something that you can have a play with. So you can simply pop using the nib onto the top.
I love this technique, Debbie.
And it's a lovely way of getting a bit of a different effect, where you start with a bit of blue going into the pink, and you can get a lovely blend. And you can do this with all of your alcohol pens. And people think that you damage the nib, but you're not. All you're doing is adding a tiny little bit of colour and going in and creating a little bit of a blend of two different colours.
Amazing how two different colours blend together. It always blows my mind, that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you get a lovely purple tone there. But that's something I learned, and what I've had again, it's all about having a little play. Now you can do that with all of your alcohol pens, like I said. You could even, if you wanted, do it with your Japanese brush nib as well. Oops, wrong side, Debbie, wrong side. Thought you'd have learned how to do that by now. But again, you can just touch the top of your nib with the blue, and then when you use it, you can see now you've got that lovely where you can create a little bit of another different effect. And especially when you do your brush technique, you can create a little bit of a different technique. So again, and all you need to do you know, if you're worrying about cross-contaminating or whatever it is called, that just give it a little rush around.
Cross-contaminating.
Is that the word I'm looking at?
Cross-contaminating, or whatever it is.
Whatever that word is. But
well, you know what you mean.
When you go back in now, can you see there's no blue? It literally is the same pink. That's the right word I was looking for. I know what I meant. But again, absolutely fabulous. And that, like I said, that's something you can do with all of your alcohol pens. So another little technique and a little tip that you can learn. And again, all those tutorials online, tons of tutorials online that you can have a play with, look at. You can look at, but again, really, really fabulous pens. And then, of course, you can be doing colouring things like this yourself, which again is just so easy to do and a lot of fun to do as well. With this fabulous artist collection, this one is. So you've got a gist of all of them now, but now we've got some other goodies on the show, haven't we, Joe?
We certainly do. Just to wrap up then, exactly what you're getting in there, the artist collection. It's amazing. You're going to get 14 of the illustrators in here, 14 of our aqua markers, 2 of the art liners as well, 5 projects for your watercolours, and also 3 for your alcohol colours as well. And then, of course, that hints and tips collection. Brilliant, brilliant value as well in there, again, considering the amount of markers that you are getting included. We're going to have a look at the discovery kits here for you now. Now, this is amazing. This one, firstly, is this is your Adventures in Colour. So in here, you're going to get the Adventures in Colour. This is the Advanced Discovery Kit. Calling them advanced, I wouldn't say you have to be an advanced colorist to use them. They're just an advancement on from the original ones. Now, in here, what's great about this, you're going to get 5 classics and 4 illustrators, 9 projects in there, and an art liner as well, and everything you need to know. And then for free, we will then throw in this one, the creative colouring. And in the creative colouring one, you're going to get 5 of our classics, an art liner, the worksheets, and again, all the hints and tips that you need. That's worth £12 or $16. You get that in there for free, which is awesome. The other one we have for you is this one here. So the Art of Illustration is your advanced discovery kit. You get 3 classics in here. You're actually getting 7 illustrators. Now, I think you'd struggle to buy 7 illustrators for that price, let alone you're getting the fact that you're getting the classics, 9 of the worksheets, and the art liner in there as well, and then all the hints and tips you need. Remember as well, we've got lots of inspiration by way of our Colour Me Happy shows, which have previously aired here on Crafters TV. You can go back and watch those anytime you like, which is brilliant. You will then get the discovery kit in here as well for free. Within this discovery kit, you get 5 illustrators, an art liner, and again the worksheets that you need to complete them. My favourite one though has always been and still remains this one here. So your advanced discovery kit in here is your masterful mandala. We've got 6 of our TriBlend markers within here. You've also got 2 of our art liners, 9 worksheets in that one too, as well as all of the inspiration and the hints that you need. And then, of course, you will get for free included in here as well the original discovery kit. Baz Furnell came into the studio and did a whole mandala masterclass in one of our Colour Me Happy shows. It's still available for you to watch over on the website, and you've got the worksheets, everything that you need in there as well. Again, you're only paying for the advanced kit, and you're getting the smaller one for free. Maybe you're going to keep both. Maybe you're going to give one away as a gift. It's really brilliant. They make amazing gifts because there is everything you need in there. If you do just want to get them individually, I mean, if you do want to get them individually, you can. If you're going for this individually, why would you? Because if you're going for that, you're going to get the smaller discovery kit totally free of charge in all 3 of the different types there for you as well. $24.99 or $34.95 becomes £20 or $28, give or take a few pennies or cents, which is awesome. Any questions you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters TV, Crafters Companion, sorry, if you are across on YouTube, and I will pop those questions across to Debbie for you. Very busy so far across the bigger and the smaller collections that you've seen. There is lots more stuff in this show we might not get a chance to show you as well. If you want to see that, go over to the website crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. There you can watch and shop at the same time, and there you can see all of the different products that we've got available to you in this show, and even get maybe a look ahead at the products that are in the shows that we're going to feature that are coming up tomorrow. So it's absolutely loads over there. And as Debbie was saying, we have recently relaunched the Spectrum Noir website. Make sure you click through into the Spectrum Noir area of our website. There's loads of amazing tutorials. There's also downloadable swatches as well, which you can colour in. There's this whole host of inspiration and tools over there, which are all essentially designed to let you get the most out of all of our colouring mediums and mean that you get the most incredible professional results. And that's what we want you to get. And I genuinely believe you will, because they are professional products that we bring to you. Debbie, I know we're going to go and have a look now at an Advanced Discovery Kit. If I had to guess which one you pick given the choice, I'd have put my house on the fact that we will be looking at Adventures in Colour.
It's my favourite. I'm not going to lie. It's my favourite. I love this kit. Cara, who worked with us closely, you need to go and check Cara's pages out because she's just a talented artist. And the Adventures in Colour for me, I've learnt so much from her that I just genuinely believe that this kit, especially this kit, changed colouring for me It's a big, bold statement, Joe, but I absolutely fell in love with colouring in a completely different way because of the way that Cara taught me how to do this. And again, it is this fabulous instruction sheet that you're getting in here. Get to know your markers, simply get to, and I say simply get to know your markers, but come along and learn the journey, because the difference with this is that it talks you through all of these pens. Can we just show them for a minute, Charlotte, if that's okay? So you're going to go beyond your smooth flawless colour with these. You're going to explore the versatility that you can use and the blended effects that you're going to be able to create with our alcohol markers. You're going to experiment with shading and toning, trying your hand at colour mixing, because this in itself is invaluable, this wonderful sheet here. But not just about that, you're also getting from Cara, who's worked with us alongside to create a step-by-step tutorial. And believe you me, this is where I really got into colouring, because they are original designs by our lovely Cara. You've got detailed instruction from her, and this is just in the Adventures in Colour, but you get this in all of them. All the experts that exceed in their field have worked with us alongside these kits, and they're just absolutely fabulous. And you are getting a plethora of different colouring, and I've tried and started with some of mine, as you can see. But you're going to get loads of different colouring colouring materials to colour with, all hand drawn by our fabulous Cara, and they are incredible. They really are absolutely fabulous. And these are really, really easy and simple to follow. And she talks you through these step-by-step guides. Now, shall I do a little bit? Am I allowed to do a little bit? Fabulous. Thank you very much, Johnny. You're very kind. Because I do love, I mean, I could genuinely do a 2-hour show on this because I just love these. But they're a lot easier than you think. And you've got, let's talk about the two pens that you've got in here. You've got your illustrators, you've got your classiques, you've got your art liner. We've talked about the art liner giving you that detailed work that you can use with your alcohol pens. So I'm going to follow that step-by-step instruction that Cara's worked with us on. So it talks about taking your colour and your light source and things like that. She's going to teach you all of that as well. So I'm going to go in. Now, let's see if I can pick that up. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go in there. So I'm going to bring out the colours that I need for this particular one, which is the TN1, which is the pale tan colour. Dual tipped, it's that beautiful Japanese brush nib and that fine tip on that side. Then it talks about bringing in the GB7, which is the raw sienna colour. And again, this is the two pens that you're going to create using that colour tone. So it talks about, and I know she gives you the step-by-step instruction for one of the colourways, but it talks about where your light source is, talking about how to apply layer on top of each other and how to create that lovely blend. So I'm going to go in with, and we'll start with the TN1 source. And this is going to be my base layer for, and shall I do a face? Yeah, we'll do a face. So we're going to go in and we're going to colour, and we're going to lay down that colour. So I'm going to go underneath. Oops, Debbie, wrong colour, daft devil. Just said TN1, didn't I? What am I like? Oh, honestly, sometimes I just wonder about myself.
Do you talk to your colouring at home?
All the time I talk to myself. In my craft room, I'm always having a conversation with myself. I don't know what the neighbours think. I know what when my daughter lived with me, I know what she used to think. She just said, "Oh, what are you talking to?" I'm talking to myself. Half the time, I just literally talk to myself, Joe. I know
sometimes you need some expert advice, Debbie, that's what it is.
And that's the thing, yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I'm the only one that I can make sense to each other when we talk to each other. You know, I talk to myself all the time, and I'm always right. Do you not talk to yourself, Joe?
Internally, all day, yes.
Do you not talk to yourself out loud?
Externally, no.
Really?
No, never.
So am I the only person that does that?
No, lots of people do it.
That's okay then.
Yeah. Do you know some people, Debbie, have no internal monologue?
No
internal dialogue
I don't
at all.
believe that for a minute.
I know, but apparently it's a thing. There are people out there that don't have an internal dialogue.
I thought everybody
I thought people
internal
talk
dialogue.
to themselves on the inside all day, but no,
that's
apparently
just
not.
Crazy to think of that.
Isn't it?
It is, absolutely. Now I'm going in and colouring, and I don't know if you've noticed, but with this, do you know how we're talking about what I'm doing is I'm cross layering. So I'm going in one direction, then going in another. And it does build up a beautiful layer.
I just love how seamless it all is as soon as it goes down.
Honestly. And do you know what? I think, did Cara do us an instruction video once with these kits?
Cara has been on a show, hasn't she?
Has she been on a show before, producer Johnny?
Yeah, I think it was a Colour Me Happy show that she joined us on, yes.
Oh, she's
and
amazing.
Tatiana definitely has as well, who has done the illustration ones, and Baz has been on as well. So yes, I believe all three of these artists actually have been featured in our shows.
Honestly, they're amazing. All of them super talented. Every one of them an expert in their field, and they really are. They are absolutely amazing people. But again, all I'm just doing is a little bit of cross layering over from one side to the other and building up a bit of colour. But I am going to use the other colour as well, because it does talk about that. She talks about the light source and things like that, but you can see already I'm starting to get a bit of a build up of a colour. So you can go in all over if you wanted to and saturate that. But I do like to work a little bit at a time and build up that beautiful colour on her face there.
It's so smooth though, the lay down.
Honestly, just absolutely incredible. And just have a little play around with them. And like I said, because of the bit of transparency with the alcohol markers, you can get that tone on there as well, and you can build up your own tone and your own layer, so you can create a little bit of your own dimension. However, you do have the ability with the other pens that are in the collection to be able to create. So I'm going to go in and we'll add a little bit of dimension underneath, because she'd definitely have a little bit of dimension going off underneath her under her hairline, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
A little bit of shading. But again, it's all about a little bit of a practice and a little bit of a play, Joe. And that's the lovely thing about these, from the hair techniques to the face techniques and all those kind of things that you can do and create using these fabulous pens. I forgot her ear. How could I forget her ear? Silly old me. There we go.
Where can we check out Cara is on Instagram as well, if you want to follow her. It's a slightly strange set of spelling. I was going to spell it out to you. C-A-R-R-A-H. Cara, C-A-R-R-A-H, and then Aldridge, as you'd imagine it's spelled A-L-D-R-I-D-G-E. Give her a follow on Instagram, most definitely.
She's amazing.
She is incredible.
Honestly, she's absolutely amazing. She really is. And like I said, I've learnt so much from her. And really enjoyed colouring. I really got a little bit more into colouring once and I've always loved Joe, don't get me wrong, I've coloured for years and I've loved colouring, but I would never consider myself a colourist by any, not on Cara's level. But can you see already that definition? Let me turn it that way. Can you see already that lovely shading coming together? And it's all about having a play, but learning with the experts, I think for me has really helped me. You know, we've got Leanne here. Fiona, when Fiona worked for us, loved learning from Fiona. Debbie, I love watching Deb's colour. And I know Craig, it's something Craig's really started enjoying a lot more. He's really enjoyed his colouring.
He's looking so well at the moment.
He looks
still
amazing.
Doing his Facebook Lives, remember, every evening through December, opening up that Advent calendar. You'll be able to join. Is it 9:15 or 9:30, Debbie, over on his Facebook?
So it's usually around 9...
Can I have a little check? See what
Yeah,
time
it's
he's doing
usually
it
around
tonight?
9:15.
Just ring him now, live on air. Just give him a call.
Are you going to ring him?
Shall I ring him on air?
Go on, ring him. Go on, while I'm busy colouring.
Will I get in trouble, Charlotte?
Well, do you know what? Do you know, he's going to be making a little bit of a... Is he making an appearance next week? Something to do...
Oh, I think that's top secret.
No, it's not top secret. Ben
Right.
shared today.
I'm calling him. I'm going to call him on loudspeaker, okay?
Okay.
Right, I'll call him and then I'll tell him I'm going to put him on loudspeaker.
Tell him live on air.
No, I've got to tell him he's on air.
Do the Davinia voice.
Davinia? Who's Davinia?
Davinia? I know what I mean. Davina McCall. Her, the one he loves. I know he loves her.
He's not going to answer. Davinia McCall.
What's her name?
I've got...
McCall?
Got his answer phone. Oh, I nearly read some of his number out there. Yeah, he didn't answer. If he calls me back, I'll take it. I'll pick it up. Craig, this is Davina.
Is it Davinia?
Davina.
Sorry, you shouted at me. Did you hear Johnny? Then he got right cross. He got right cross with me. Davina.
Do you want another one?
That's the one.
What colour is Debbie using for the skin tone after
I am using TN1 and I'm also using the GB7 to create that little bit of shadow and a bit of dimension around in the areas that I want it to create. So around the hairline, and around the cheekbones. But yes, our Craig is going to be, I don't know if he's making an appearance live in the studio, but he's going to be judging something. And Ben already told everybody this morning. So
did he?
If you go back and watch Wake Up Call.
Debbie, I still haven't got a Christmas tree up yet.
Neither have I.
No.
Neither have I.
I don't know if I've missed the boat, Debbie.
Well, the thing is, I'm not actually getting back home now until around the 18th. So I feel like I'm going to have definitely missed the boat when it comes to the Christmas tree. And my son, when I said to him, I'm back on 18th of December and I'll come and put Christmas tree up, he went, oh God, Mum, why? Why? He went, there's only us. And I
Why
thought...
you getting to put it up?
But I thought, do you know what? I still want to get a little bit Christmassy, so I think I'm going to do. I'm going to
be at home all over Christmas and New Year as well. So maybe I do need to get one up.
Exactly. Now, I don't know if you can see, but just by building up, can you already see that dimension coming across in a little features under a nose? And it's just about having a play and having a that's the word I'm looking for. A play. Oh God, what time is it, Joe? I swear it's getting later and later and later. I'm just like, but look how gorgeous. Can you see?
And all from 2 pens.
All from 2 pens, and I still haven't finished because I could go back in and add more dimension. And the same with the hair. And I mean, really have a play with these because I know that you're going to love them. I'll try and move off the other ones, but I'm going to show you some of the work that I've done. I mean, I love this design. Oh my God. I so enjoy colouring this design in, and I'm working on another one because I've already completed one. Well, I say one. I'm halfway to getting to 2. And I kind of start things and don't finish them. What is wrong with me? I need to just sit down and colour and finish images in, because when you do finish images in, and I'm still so proud of this. Can you see how it's gone from that?
Beautiful.
I spent 3 days in between shows working on that one, and Joe, I'm telling you, this is a lot easier than it looks because you get that step-by-step tutorial and you can be creating.
Stunning,
it's honestly, I adore this, and all the extra bits that I've used on there is a white gel pen, and I used a little sparkle, clear overlay sparkle on there. But of course you've got your art liner, and you could actually do a little bit of detail, so you could go in and you could do a little bit of detail around there as well, because you've got your, and honestly, these are just fabulous to work with. These kits are absolutely beautiful. This I adore with all my heart. I love this. It's why I've mounted it and why I've popped it on there. I've even signed it at the bottom, even though it's not my artwork. I've signed it at the bottom because I coloured it. I sat there and did my tutorials, and I just adore working with these. I promise you, I'm not a colourist by any way, shape or form.
Right, it doesn't look that way to me, Debbie.
But it's this. It's the tutorial. It's the expert guides. It's these pens that make it so easy. They are absolutely fabulous pens that I know with that tutorial, with that worksheet, with everything at your fingertips, that you will be able to create pieces like that. You've got the work in there. Take your time, play with them and practice, and I promise you, you'll absolutely love them. You will love them.
You will indeed. Absolutely beautiful. Remember, 3 different options for you here as well. So I'll go back through them for you now. I've got the illustration one, which is this one just here. So the art of illustration is what you're paying for. You're going to get the illustration one free of charge within there. The one that we just looked at a moment ago is this one, Adventures in Colour. And again, you'll get the free smaller original discovery kit in there as well. And the final one that I've got for you as well is the mandalas too, which is this one there. That's what you're paying for. And we're going to give you the original discovery kit, including their free of charge as well. Continues to be very busy across on the website. We're going to take a quick break, give you an opportunity to check out. I'm going to grab some more water as well. Here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration. And of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. Oh, the neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch-up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
We do create every single day. Very, very busy across everything in the show. Debbie, have you got anything in the show to put in for a card of the show? You haven't really, have you?
Not really. It's
No?
been all techniques
I'll tell you
tonight.
what then.
Yeah, we've just had a little play, so I haven't really
We'll
got
just
anything.
do it based- are these
However,
both-
I'm not too worried, Joe, because I've got
Are
a
these
fair
both
bet.
yours?
Yes, I've got a fair bet I'm going to win today, so I'm not too fussed. But
You
yes,
can go for this one just here, which is from your...
So I did it this morning. This
Wake
is
Up
my
Call.
Christmas tag with our 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So I did a Christmas tag. I know, get
or
me.
you've got then your Christmas box, which is this one just here. So the Christmas
Move me
tag...
tag out it way, Joe. Move me tag out it way.
Oh,
Not that
sorry.
tag. That tag. There you go. There you are. Little there you are. So it's a window box, a window gift
Number
box.
1 or number 2? Number 1 or number 2? 1 or 2, you decide. Let me know.
Gift
Craft-
tag or gift box?
Tag all right, then let's do that. Tag or box. Tag
or
or
box.
box. You
Tag or
decide.
box.
Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're over on YouTube. Katie says, stunning colouring. Wow, Debbie, says Mary Rena, it's so beautiful. And Jane says, Debbie's colouring is awesome. Jeffrey says, Debbie, when might we get a Facebook event from your home studio?
Oh, well, Jeffrey, in the new year, I'm going to start doing in the new year a Facebook Live from my little craft room. So yes, I've bought my tripod. I'm all ready with my tripod. I'm just going to see how Craig is it next week I'm seeing him? I think it's next week I'm seeing him. And I'm going to have a little bit of a 101 with him about how to do the flicky, switchy things that he does, because he's amazing with it. Because mine will just be a simple case of looking at me, turning my camera, and we're going to get crafting. So yeah, I am going to do it. I can't do a regular weekly thing, unfortunately, but I am definitely going to do one in the new year. So keep your eyes peeled, Jeffrey, because the craft room is it still
tidy?
Oh, it's amazingly tidy.
I've got a question though for you, Debbie. How's the other room looking that you moved out of?
Well, I haven't done the bedroom yet, so the bedroom project is still underway. Right. However, my daughter's coming up at Christmas and she's going in there, so I've got to get me...
Oh, it's got to be done.
I've got a day to do it, and I'm going to do it. I'm not going to decorate it and things like that. That's going to be next year's project. But I'm definitely doing it because I'm going to get her one of them little travel beds. So
I had visions of it still having all of the old craft room. They just closed the door and just left it all in there.
No, it's actually, it doesn't look too bad. It's actually like a dressing room at minute for me. Yeah, because I've still got my wardrobes and that in there. But yeah, I know, I've got my own big walk-in dressing room.
Check you out. Number 2 is a card of the day. We were talking to poor Jake before the show, and Jake and Holly obviously are having a baby. Holly's having the baby, not Jake, obviously. But you know what I mean. So they've got 2 spare bedrooms at their house.
Yeah.
One was Holly's walk-in wardrobe, and the other one was Jake's man cave.
Oh no!
Which is guess which one has had to go out the two?
Oh well, I know Holly. I know Holly very well.
Yeah.
So I know full well. Poor Jake's man cave
gone.
Will it have hit the deck? Gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's out of there. It's now the new baby room. He hasn't told us what he's done with all the contents of his man cave, though, so we'll have to...
It'll be downstairs.
We'll have to find out. Yeah, we'll have to find out where it's gone. Anyway, we're going to go back to this whopper of a collection, the one that we started with as well, which is our creative collection that we're looking at. And what's brilliant about this is you've got such a plethora of different colouring mediums within here. Classics, aquas, metallic markers, sparkle pens, glitter markers, art liners, they are all in here, along with a whole host of different projects and work projects in there, and of course all the inspiration you need to use them. Beautifully boxed. What an incredible gift, but also what a great starting point if you were new to the Spectrum Noir range, Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the biggest collection we've done to date in the form of a kit. So it's the biggest one we've done. We've not done one any bigger than this. We've gone really full-on pelt big with this, and we've also included the most different ones in here that we've done with any of our kits. So it is absolutely phenomenal, and again beautifully presented in this gorgeous gift box, and it's entirely up to you. Do you know, if you got this home as a gift and then you want to take all those pens out and put them in your pen trays, then do so. You don't have to keep it in this presentation box, but it is absolutely fabulous for a gift. I think for a gift to yourself, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different mediums of the Spectrum Noir range, and I'm going to start in the top left hand corner, starting with our fabulous aqua markers, and these really are beautiful dual tipped water soluble markers. Got gorgeous ink in there, that lovely dye ink, which just is water soluble. It's absolutely fabulous, and you can create lots of watercolour effects with simply a brush, a wet brush, or your clear crystal overlay sparkle pen in there, because that acts as a water brush. These are absolutely fabulous, and they give you all the effects of a watercolour, but in a convenient marker with the dual tipped of that lovely brush nib and of the very fine detail nib. It's one of the finest detail nibs that we do in our range, but this is water soluble dye ink, so it means you can create lots of beautiful stunning effects with it. Moving along down to here, you've got these fabulous glitter markers. Now these are absolutely gorgeous. Let me grab my glitter marker. Where's it gone? Don't disappear on me now. Here we go. We've got our beautiful vibrant water-based colours, and they've got this intense glitter effect in there, and they are absolutely beautiful. You can see that sparkling from that distance. Look how sparkly they are when I turn that like so. And you can see all the gorgeous colours, from your fiery reds to your oranges and your blues and your greens and your pinks in there and your purples. These are absolutely beautiful, and again, a lot of techniques. Perfect for colouring with, perfect for writing with, perfect for doing some little techniques as well, and I might get to show you 1 or 2 techniques before we finish. So they are our fabulous glitter fine tip markers, and you're getting 8 of those. Moving along to the art liners. The art liners, you are getting 3 different art liners, from a brush liner to a 0.5 to a 0.3. So again, absolutely fabulous art liners. And those art liners, those 3 art liners are going to work with your aqua pens. They're going to work with your glitter markers. They're going to work with your Glassiques, and they're going to work with your metallic markers as well as your sparkle markers, because these are a fast drying pigment ink pen, art liner pen, perfect for brush lettering with your brush one, perfect for all your Zentangling and Zantangling and all those kind of techniques, and drawing and doodling and everything else in those 3 pens just down there. Moving along to the metallic markers, you've got these fabulous. Now these are archival water-based pigment inks, and they are loaded, so loaded for a pen, with fine particles of metallic in there, and it does give you that rich opaque application when you use them, and you get that lovely lustrous sheen. It's such a gorgeous word, that. And they're again dual tipped. You've got a fine tip and you've got a brush marker, and they're the colours that you get in there: gold palette, gold plate, silver ignorant,
Gold parrot, that sounds like a fabulous comment. Gold parrot,
antique bronze, pewter, red garnet, jade, green, blue, topaz and amethyst, and absolutely beautiful pens in that. And the slow drying, you saw that earlier on. Because they're slow drying, it means you can do some techniques with them, and because they're water soluble, absolutely you can, and then you can apply them over dried alcohol marker colouring, which moves me swiftly along to those beautiful alcohol markers, which are our Classique range. And you're getting 10 of those dual tipped alcohol markers, which are absolutely beautiful for your colouring. They're slightly transparent as well. They're alcohol based dyes. They're perfect for layering, they're perfect for blending, as you've seen throughout the show. And again, you've got a lovely plethora of different colours in there, from your reds to your yellows to your greens to your blues to your purples. Stunning, really beautiful markers. And then lastly, we talked about those fantastic sparkle mediums, or sparkle brush pens. You're getting 3, your gold spun, or spun gold, sorry, your sterling silver, and your crystal clear. And the crystal clear will work with everything.
It's the real hero, isn't it?
That one is my favourite one, because you use it with all of those to create different techniques. And as if that's not enough, Joe, you've got a sheet there telling you all about your pens, and then you've got all your colouring mediums to colour onto. So you've got your beautiful infused glitter into this one. You've got some lovely foiling in these. You've got a couple of foils. You've got a couple of plain. You've got some watercolour printed onto watercolour premium coloured cardstock, and you've got that lovely resist butterfly ones. Those 2 lovely ones to have a play with, because obviously we did this earlier on in the show. And the same with the metallics. You've got 4 sheets of the black that's already got that beautiful print already heat embossed into there for you. You don't have to do any of that, you just play. These are your worksheets that you can have a play, have a dabble, and please do. You saw how easy it was to create that lovely resist technique. It doesn't soak into there, it resists against it. Absolutely beautiful. And honestly, that's a gift that keeps on giving. It's absolutely fabulous, and it's a range from our Spectrum Noir, a snippet of the aquas, a snippet of the Classiques, a snippet of the sparkle pens, and so on. So it's giving you a different variation of different Spectrum Noir markers for you to try, to have a little taste there, because I promise you, once you try some of these, if you've never tried them before, you're going to come back and you're going to get some more artist quality pens at craft affordable prices. I say it all the time, but I genuinely mean it. World-class artists globally use our mediums. This is what you could be owning tonight for that fantastic price that you see on your screen.
And it is a great price.
It really is a great price.
It is $71.99, $103.96 if you are a Platinum member. Of course, you're all getting some sort of Club Inspired discount on that particular price. If it's your first purchase, you'll be able to get it at that Platinum price as well. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au is where you need to go to. You'll see all the products. This is the biggest of these kind of box collections we do, is what I would say. And it really is the best introduction to our Spectrum Noir range. Again, I love the fact you've got the worksheets and everything in there. You need nothing else to start creating awesome projects with these. Don't forget, as our 10th day of Craftmas, every single order that is placed, wherever you are, will get a pack of the Nina cards stock included as well, which is the perfect for your, medium to colour onto. I'm not going to tell everyone, Johnny, but what is tomorrow's? Shut the front door. What's Sunday,
God, that's amazing. You are kidding me.
Oh my giddy aunt, my flabber is gasted, Debbie. You wait till you see what the...
I heard.
I wish I could tell you, but I can't.
That's amazing.
Loose lips sink ships, apparently.
Yep, you don't want to get into trouble.
No, I don't. I don't
No,
at all.
don't get into trouble. You'll get into some serious trouble if you're told. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. That's what I'm going to say. Just wait until tomorrow.
Absolutely. Make sure you join us for the last 2 days of Craftmas. It's going to be amazing. I'm up all day tomorrow with Lily and then Bernie and Michelle here with me on Sunday as well.
Right, are you ready? Should we do a little bit more colouring before we finish? Come on, I can colour a little bit, can't I? Thank
Colourist
you.
happy right until the very end, Debbie.
Oh, fabulous. Right up my street, and I'm really in my happy place when we talk about everything Colour Me Happy. I absolutely love it. I'm going to use my glitter marker. Now, when you get these home, you need to prime this one. There's 2 pens in here that you have to prime, which are your sparkle pens, which we've talked about, and your glitter markers. So you give it a nice little shake up because you want to give it that shake with that ink in there. You want to shake it with the glitter in there, and you need to prime it. And priming it is a pumping action. Let me just move that out of the way.
Just a gentle pump, though.
Just a gentle pump, yes, gentle pump. And you simply pop your nib. It'll be white, your nib, when you get this home. I wonder if I can get that in there. Perfect. Thank you very much, Charlotte. So when you pump, it's a slight pump action to bring down the ink, and obviously mine's already primed, but it's just a couple of gentle pumps to bring the ink down, and it comes out, and then you've got that gorgeous, gorgeous colour. Don't ask me what happened there with me, me squiggle. But you can go on and you can use these. Now, there is glitter in here already, and I'm going to colour over the top with some glitter as well. So I'm going to go over the top of there and have a real good old play. These are beautiful. I love these pens so much.
Craig's messaging me back. He was too busy getting set up to take my call.
You see.
I know. We'll try tomorrow again, shall we? Try and do it again tomorrow with him. We'll have to set it up. 9:30 in the UK, 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific. He's going live. So half an hour. Well, in the next 35 minutes or so, he'll be going live on his channel, opening the next door on the Advent calendar and creating something amazing.
He couldn't go live last night.
He couldn't go live.
No, so he did a pre-record because Sarah was doing a 3 hour.
Yes.
Yeah, she did a 3 hours of cartload. So yeah, so he couldn't do the live. So he did a pre-record as such. Now I'm just going to do a spot of alcohol colouring as well because I do love these pens. So many gorgeous things you can do with this kit. And this is just one of the sheets that you can have a play with. It really is beautiful. Gorgeous kit, lots of different mediums to have a play with and have a practice with. And literally, just not learn to colour, because that sounds wrong when I say learn to colour, but do you know what I mean, Joe, when I say that? Just play.
Yeah,
play and colour.
A bit high pitched, that wasn't it? Yeah. What's it? Just a bit of cardstock, isn't it? If you've got some stamp friend, special friend, pen friend, pen pal. If you've got some cardstock, just do a little bit of printing out. Did you ever have a pen pal, Charlotte?
I did as well.
Charlotte had one. Did you? Where was your pen pal, Charlotte? France. Paris, France.
Mine was Germany.
You were in Schwäbisch Gmünd?
In Schwäbisch Gmünd.
Was it in Schwäbisch Gmünd?
Yes, yep. So, yep, and then we met. Yep, absolutely. I love my pen pal.
Did you meet in Barnsley or Schwäbisch Gmünd?
Barnsley. I've never been to Schwäbisch Gmünd.
You've never been to Schwäbisch Gmünd?
No, never
Debbie,
been.
let's go on holiday to Schwäbisch Gmünd.
Oh, yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's go on a German tour and let's go to Schwäbisch Gmünd.
My twin town.
I'll take you to Berlin as well. You'll have a lovely weekend there. Where else could we go? I haven't been to Munich. I'm doing a little driving holiday. I really want to go to Schwäbisch Gmünd. Every time I go over the peaks to, if I go like the back way out of Manchester, essentially, I'm going sort of south of the country. It always says over the top of the peaks, "Welcome to Barnsley, twinned with Schwäbisch Gmünd." And I always think of you. I always think of you, Debbie.
Because it is true. That's my twin town.
I thought you'd been. I don't know why.
No. The guys from Schwäbisch Gmünd came over. So yes, and I had a couple of pen pals. I had one from Germany, like I said, in Schwäbisch Gmünd, and then I had one from the US as well. Yeah, in Florida.
Wow.
And that's why my love affair with Florida started, because she used to send me pictures. Oh my God, the place looks absolutely amazing. It looks amazing. Honestly, Joe, that's one place I would love to go. I've never been to Florida. I've never been
Let's
to
go to
Florida.
Disneyland.
I honestly would love to take the grandkids. I want them to be older though, so...
Yeah, they need to be. I
older.
reckon the best age is like when they're... I think the best age is between like 8 and 12 to go to Disney for the first time.
Yeah,
I think that's the best age. We were, I think my brother, when I went, I think I was maybe 11 and my brother was about 6. I think my brother was just slightly too young, but it's magical.
Oh, I would love to go. I genuinely would love to go. There's many places I want to go. Mauritius, Cape Verde.
Oh,
there's
Debbie, let's
tons
go
of
to them
places.
all.
Yeah, shall we go to them all?
I've been to Mauritius, I've not been to Cape Verde. Let's go there, I'll definitely be up for. Imagine me and you all inclusive for a week.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
drink the bar dry,
We
we'd
would.
eat the buffet clean out.
Oh, God.
Why did that sound funny? Wasn't mean to be funny. We're thinking about a house and home, weren't we, Debbie?
We would do indeed. Now, Charlotte's told me I've got to down my pen.
Yeah,
she's
you've
told
got a
me
minute
off
left
and
on the
told me to
show.
stop colouring. I'm not happy. Because we've come to the end.
We have.
We've come to the end. I hope you've taken a few of the tips and a few of the ideas and some amazing bargains that we've got on the show tonight. Some of those kits that have got the buy one and you get the other in for nothing. I mean, come on, that's absolutely amazing.
It is amazing.
I've been thrilled. I've really enjoyed myself. I'm heading down to Peterborough.
When are you back here again?
I'll be back up here next week. I can't remember the date. Is it Thursday?
Thursday.
Thank you.
I won't
Yes,
see
I'm
you.
off to Peterborough for a few days, but I'll see you on Thursday.
I think we might be together back here on Saturday next week.
Yes,
is that correct?
yes, I'm back at
Brilliant.
the weekend
Well, I look
as well,
forward to
yeah.
that. Debbie, we're back on Thursday. Debbie and I will be back together on Thursday. Big thanks to Debbie. Big thanks to Jake. Thanks for joining Charlotte as well next door in the gallery. Remember, a full day of fun coming up here tomorrow with myself and Lily. Play your crafts right. We've got that amazing mixed media masterclass and also the Dreamies Craft House as well. Don't forget to check out your baskets. If you're over in the US, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're here in the UK, enjoy what's left of the rest of your evening. If you're in Europe, it's probably bedtime. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care.